Yo, what is going on, everybody? Carnage back here again, and today I'm back with another review of the brand new Marvel Legends Spider-Boy. This is definitely one of my most anticipated figures of the year, just because I'm a really big fan of the comic book. I have his first appearance, first cover appearance, and, just everything else about him. Truthfully did not expect to fall in love with the character as much as I did, but yeah, anyway, enough of the rambling. Let's just, get right into the review. But let me just say, this is definitely a very good figure. So, but yeah, anyway, back to the review. So, starting off with the accessories, he came with his spider backpack with really cool detail on it. I really do like the eye color for it. Really decent color of gold they picked. Really do like that. And then, it's just solid base of gold with like little gray and red on it. Nothing super special about it, but I mean, it's very, very cool. The two accessories that make the least amount of sense, which was the, thwipping hands, which, for those of you who do not know, in the comic books, Bailey, which is, Spider-Boy's real name, does not have web shooters, and he can't shoot webs. So it's just kind of a weird thing to have with him, but, kind of nice that they, at least, thought about it a little bit, I guess. And then we have the Monster Out head sculpt, which this is basically him going like full spider mode, which very badass looking head sculpt. I really love this. Definitely one of the more cool accessories that have been released in the past, you know, few figures I've picked up over the past few months. But yeah, anyway, just getting right into him. He doesn't really have a whole lot articulation wise. Like, he does have the, pinless joints in his hands and knees, or arms and legs, I mean. But yeah, he can go about this high with his arm, which pretty decent range of motion. Can do full 360, upper arm movement. As mentioned, double jointed elbows, which are pinless. And he does have the, wrist swivel and, normal hand movement. He does have an ab crunch. Surprisingly, no, what's it called? Butterfly joint, which should be just like a basic thing on all spider-related characters, in my opinion. He does have the waist swivel, which very, very smooth waist swivel, in my opinion. He does have the upper leg rotation, the double jointed knees, and then something else that's really interesting is he doesn't have an ankle pivot, but that's mostly because of his, shoes, which they specifically made only for him. But they did give him an upper thigh, cut, which pretty interesting. He can look up that far, which that's amazing for any spider character, and he can look down phenomenally far. And yeah, going on to like just the color scheme, like nothing super interesting. Definitely pretty. Like, he does have a basic color scheme, just red and blue with just gold eyes, which I remember first seeing this and thinking, oh, that's a really interesting costume for Spider-Man, and then finding out, oh, this isn't even Spider-Man, this is a completely different character. And I think this kid's like maybe like 10 or younger, which, I mean, with the body he's on, like, I mean, he looks like he's a teenager. But I mean, regardless, like, still very happy with this. Let me just go grab a few figures just to compare him to. So, starting off with comparisons, I found the Miles Morales from the Space Venom wave, and I kind of thought these guys were on the, like a similar body mold, but I think they might be different just because this one looks more fabricy compared to this one, which looks more defined. Which, I mean, I might be wrong, but I mean, he also does seem kind of more bulked out than him. And I think Bailey, yeah, Spider-Boy is a little taller than him, so I mean, they definitely did make him kind of tall for, being a young kid, which, I mean, whatever. I mean, he's supposed to be, just smaller than Spider-Man, so that's all that really matters to me. But yeah, anyway, the next comparison I was going to do was next to, the main, man himself in Peter Parker, and definitely a very good height difference between the both of them. Like, I do like that height difference. Granted, I do wish he was just like a little shorter, but I mean, compared to the Renew Your Vows Spider-Man, like, pretty decent articulation wise. And one thing I did kind of forget to mention, I wish they would have given him like open hands, like Miles Morales, just because, since they only gave him thwipping hands, like, I mean, and he technically can't even use, thwipping, it's kind of, stupid in my opinion. And then this one was actually just one I was kind of curious about, just because their costumes are, kind of the same color scheme wise, just base colored blue and then just pure red throughout it. Which, let me just say, these two look pretty nice next to each other. I do like that. And this is the newer Scarlet Spider from the retro wave that came out last year, which still one of my favorite figures. And then this one's kind of a bit of a deep cut. For those of you who don't know this character very well, here he is next to Daredevil, who actually trained him to kind of control, like, his, monster-like form by, and also teaching him how to fight. That was pretty cool, too. Which, I totally forgot to do this when I was doing, accessories, but just popping this head on, like, there he is, kind of monstered out a little bit, which would have been way cooler with, like, the open hands, but I mean, whatever. And I will say, the head does pop on fairly easily, and mine, like, joint-wise, moves very smoothly, so I'm very, very happy with that. And then going on to the last comparison, here he is next to the new Agent Venom from the exact same wave. And I do apologize if that was blurry. But yeah, I mean, very, very interesting wave. There is only like one more that I am kind of interested in, like articulation-wise, and that's the cane. Like, I'm planning on getting the cane at some point. I've only seen that one once. And I do want the Chameleon and Unlimited Spider-Man, just because I grew up with Unlimited Spider-Man, so that one's going to be very cool. But yeah, so far this is a fairly solid wave in my opinion, just between, these two figures. Like I mentioned in my review for, Agent Venom, like, there's a few things that I'm not super happy with, but I mean, other than that, like, he's phenomenal. And very, very, very fun to pose. And he's actually been very fun to pose as well. Oh, sorry about that. Did not mean to get blurry on you. But yeah, Spider-Boy's been very, very fun to pose around. Like, just articulation-wise, he's, very fun. And he can also, like, just stretch out in the most amazing ways. Like, look at that. Like, only Spider figures can do that, in my opinion. Nothing else comes close to it, but yeah. Anyway, that's all I have for you guys today, so I do hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you did, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And, if there's any, characters from this wave you're excited about, just, leave a comment down below just saying which one it is. But yeah, that's all I really have for you guys today. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.